Y'all, wasn't that some beautiful music bringing this thing in? Yes, it's the Week 7.
Makes me want to start moving.
It makes me want to start moving too, y'all. Week 7 edition, two guys talking NFL. I am somebody sitting here with another somebody, and that other somebody is...
I am Pro G.
That's Pat Gagliano, and I am Smooth Dr. J, who is...
Dr. John Lesaine. We're coming to you from Newberry College. Yes, and who's our sponsor today?
Our sponsor today is the undefeated third-ranked Newberry College field hockey team. Those ladies are doing it up there. I mean, I'm so proud of them, Coach Dave, her staff. Hey, excellent season so far.
Awesome. Yes, congrats. All right, today we're going to review some games from Week 7. John will be going Lesaine in our second segment. We'll also look at Pat's poll top 10. Again, some changes. New number 1 team again.
Yes.
It's almost like the Madden curse. The number 1 team in Pat's poll keeps losing the next week. So we'll see what happens. We will today, for our feature, be looking at the top 10 mascots in all of sports history.
That's going to be a special one,
well,
y'all.
at least according to John and me.
Yes,
that's right, as all of our features are. And we'll preview Week 8.
Well,
okay.
Pat, I'll say this.
Yes.
Just like your poll is definitive,
yes,
our choice for top 10 mascots is also definitive, so nobody can argue it.
Inarguable. There you go. Nice.
Yes.
Okay. So the Week 7 games this week. Oh, and by the way, John, our predictions last week, we were both 4-2.
Yes.
So we tied, but that's fine. We'll see how we do this week too. So let's see. We have 3 different categories of games from this week, not counting the byes, Buffalo and Baltimore. But the first sequence of games were the I don't know what to say about some of these games, but we will say about a lot of them. The second tier was possible playoff implication games.
Absolutely.
And the third tier was just good for you games because the team that won.
Yeah.
And the team that lost are their losers.
They just won, yes.
Yeah, so let's start with these I can't even games. New York 32, Denver 33, Green Bay over Arizona 27-23.
It's a very, very, very good win.
Cincinnati came back at home and beat the first place Pittsburgh Steelers.
And with a new quarterback.
Yes,
so that's
Joe Flacco.
Yes.
A new Joe in Cincinnati. The Indianapolis Colts, we will talk about this team now. I don't know, you may still be skeptical, but we'll see.
They're trying
top of the league.
They're kind of turning my head now.
There
but
you go.
See
they
what
beat
happens.
the Chargers over in SoFi. The possible playoff implication games were Dallas thumping Washington. They doubled up their score, 44-22.
Yes.
You had Detroit and Tampa Bay on Monday Night Football. Detroit came out on top.
Well, I mean, are you shocked when you look at Detroit's track record in primetime games in about the past 4 or 5 years? They went like 13-3.
There you go. San Fran over Atlanta. They doubled them up 20-10. Mm-hmm. Philadelphia over Minnesota and Seattle on top of Houston on Monday Night Football as well. The good for you games. Carolina goes up to New York and wins.
Go Panthers, keep pounding, even though we need to score more than 13 points in the game.
Yes, it was the Jets, but all you need is 13 against
Absolutely,
them.
yes.
Let's talk to Denver about that. New England, 31-13 over Tennessee.
That's a ho-hum win, but I mean, it's got to feel good for Mike Vrabel going back into Nissan Stadium and beating his old team.
New England's 5-2.
Yes.
First place again. Cleveland 31-6 over the hapless Dolphins. They drowned. The Dolphins drowned.
I have no clue what's going on in Miami, but it's not a good look.
Chicago Bears over New Orleans, and the Kansas City Chiefs shut out the Raiders 31-0. Kansas City is back in a big way. There may be no stopping this team all the rest of the season.
I agree. They're starting to finally find that groove.
They're scary good now. And the morning game, which was a feel-good win for the Rams, 35-7 over the pond in London. Yes, against the London Jaguars. Okay, the Jacksonville Jaguars. So let's talk about a couple of these games. New York and Denver. Wow. The fourth quarter started and New York Giants were winning 19-0.
Yeah.
And Denver came back. And what did they do, John?
They scored on all 5 possessions in that quarter.
33 points in the fourth quarter.
It's amazing.
Yeah, there was never a time in an NFL game before where a team led by 18-plus points with under 6 minutes left and won, and it happened.
Yep.
There were 1,600 games. It never happened before.
What a win.
Crazy.
What a win.
Wow. I was not impressed with Denver for the second week in a row, but it kind of balances out their first 2 losses on those field goals.
Absolutely.
So, yeah. Green Bay topped Arizona in the desert. Again, not the most impressive win, but Green Bay's 4-1-1.
Correct. Yes. That's a good win on the road against a good NFC West team.
Jordan Love, reasonable. They didn't do too well statistically. Jacoby Brissett did very well in relief of Kyler Murray. There might be a controversy there in Arizona with the
possibly.
I don't know. We'll see. But Arizona, they started 2-0. Now they're 2-4, falling fast. Indianapolis surprised the Chargers at SoFi, 38-24. Chris Rose of the NFL Network said it best. The LA Chargers in their all yellow uniforms, they looked like they won the 5th stage of the Tour de France. Yeah, they did. They looked terrible in those uniforms. Bring back the powder blues.
Yeah, they looked terrible and they played terrible.
Well, we did image consulting with hair a while ago. Now we might need to be team consultants for fashion.
That might be a good idea, Pat.
We need to be. Yeah, they want to be the Savannah Bananas, but they don't dance as well. They don't use stilts. They're just not as fun.
No, not at all.
All right. So anyway, Indianapolis is 6-1. Jonathan Taylor's the NFL leading rusher. Daniel Jones continues to impress. Wow.
They're starting to make a believer out of me, but I'm still a bit skeptical.
How about at Detroit? They ran all over Tampa Bay, 24-9 on Monday Night Football. The Magic seemed to run out in this game for Baker Mayfield. Yeah, they did. So they were okay. Seattle also on Monday Night Football bested Houston, even though Seattle played kind of a sloppy game. 4 turnovers.
Yeah, 4 turnovers, and Houston was able to capitalize on some of them, but Seattle did just enough to get that win.
Jackson Smith-Njigba leads the NFL in receiving yards for Seattle. They're doing very well, over 800 yards. And finally, Cleveland sloshed by Miami. You'd think the Dolphins would have done better in this terrible weather, but Cleveland took 4 turnovers from them. Miami has 12 turnovers, most in the NFL. Cleveland scored over 30 points for the first time since the end of 2023.
Are you serious?
Yes.
Wow.
I was not impressed with Dylan Gabriel, however, the quarterback.
Yeah, no.
So anyway, Cleveland won. Carolina beat the Jets, as we said. J.C. Horn, 3 interceptions now, 2 on Sunday.
Keep pounding.
And Dallas, CeeDee Lamb returned. So we're coming back. When we come back, he's at it again. John's going Lesaine.
And the Unconquered Pats poll the definitive rankings of NFL teams. This is the Week 7 edition of Two Guys Talking NFL. You don't want to miss what's coming up next.
Hello. Welcome back to Two Guys Talking NFL here at the beautiful Langford Communications Center studios on the campus of lovely Newberry College in South Carolina. I am Pat Gagliano, also known as Pro G.
And I am Dr. Lesaine. Oh, Lord, John Lesaine, known as Smooth Dr. J. Ooh.
Oh, do you know your name?
Yeah.
John's going Lesaine. Let's hear it.
Okay, well, we kind of already talked about this game, and depending upon whether or not you are a New York Giants fan or if you are a Denver Broncos fan, it's going to determine the way that you're about to feel about this going Lesaine. So, you're up 19-0 after 45 minutes of play. And then you give up a touchdown, and you're only up 19-8. And then you answer and you score and you go up 26-8. And then you just kind of implode, and then you just stop playing. Oh my gosh. Pat, as you mentioned earlier before in segment number 1, the Broncos had a 1% chance of winning this game, being down 18 points with 6 minutes left. So if they had a 1% chance, that means that the Giants had a 99% chance of winning. And oh my Lord, New York Giants, what are you all doing? How can you do that? You go on the road. Now, of course, it wasn't like the Broncos were playing the best of football whatsoever, but you should be able to protect a 19 and then an 11 and then an 18-point lead. What are you doing? Some of the defensive choices that they were actually making, and the players are actually in the media saying, I don't know, you got to ask the coaches yet. Dropping 8. I mean, come on, y'all. What are you doing up there in the Big Apple? Now, when you look at the Giants and you look at the Jets, New York football fans, I don't know what in the world y'all about to do. But Broncos fans, I know y'all got to feel good about yourselves because your team was down, but they fought back, scored 33 points in one quarter alone. And if I'm not mistaken, I think that was the the second most points scored in one particular quarter, I think, in probably about maybe 40 or 50 years or something like that. So a great win for the Denver Broncos, a terrible loss for the New York Giants. I don't know what Brian Daboll is about to do or if he will have a job very soon at the end of the season, but my rant's over.
Okay, I have an answer for you, too.
Sure.
So what the Giants and Jets fans do now, well, you know that this week the NBA season starts. They're looking at the Knicks, not the other team over there in New York, the Knicks. Okay.
Absolutely, and then they'll be crying, too, at the end of the playoffs, but that's a story for another day. Pat!
That is, yes. Pat's poll is defined as the definitive rankings of NFL teams. Yes, Pat, I'm speaking in third person here. But anyway, Pat ranks all 32 teams. We don't usually go through them all, but we will look at the top 10 because there are some changes. Only 2 new teams leaping into the top 10 this week, right at the bottom of the top 10. First of all, Pittsburgh falls out because they lost to Cincinnati. They should have won that game. And Denver falls out. Even with their victory, they still dropped the notch because it was very unimpressive. They got lucky to beat the Giants.
Absolutely.
But they beat them. All right, number 10 this week with a record of 5-2. Do you know that there are 6 teams in the NFC with a record of 5-2? You have to be 3 games over 500 right now just to be in the playoffs.
Yes, that's
6 teams.
That's interesting for parity. So
yes,
that's what you want to see.
So the San Francisco 49ers in at number 10 this week with that record of 5-2. And San Francisco, they had a good game against Atlanta. They did what they needed to do and won the game at home. Mac Jones is having a resurgence of a career out there.
Absolutely. The thing that I worry about with the 49ers is how healthy can they stay down the stretch.
That's it. McCaffrey was 2022 vintage Christian McCaffrey on Sunday. I loved watching it. Oh, it made me feel my heart good.
Absolutely.
Seattle Seahawks in at number 9, up from number 11 last week. And they also have a record of 5-2 after their Monday night victory.
Mike McDonald is a very good coach, and I don't think he gets enough credit. That is a very, very, very tough division that they play in, and for them to be sitting at 5-2 right now says a lot.
And their defense is tough.
It's very tough.
They couldn't run. Houston could not run the ball. Their leading rusher last night was C.J. Stroud with about 25 yards rushing. It was terrible.
Crazy.
Yes. The Buffalo Bills holding at number 8. They had a bye week, 4-2. Not much to say about the Bills. They play at Carolina this week, and they're trying to get back on the winning track. We hope the Carolina Panthers don't let them.
Yeah, I know. That would be lovely. We'll see.
In at number 7, up a couple of spots, are the Philadelphia Eagles, back on track with their victory in Minnesota. I mean, that was a game we thought might go either way, but Philly pulled it out.
That was one that they absolutely needed. Now, Philly, they still got some offensive issues that they have to take care of, and they got to settle.
But we can't rag on Jalen Hurts this week. He was 19 out of 23. He had a perfect quarterback rating in this game.
He played well. He played very well.
Very, very well. In at number 6 this week, also the third team from the NFC West in the top 10, the LA Rams with a record of 5-2. At number 6 again for the second week in a row.
I like them there.
They're a good team.
Yes,
and Sean McVay is a great coach. You know what he does when they play in London? He's played there several times. He's always won big the last 3 years.
Yeah.
The team goes to Baltimore, and they practice there all week, and on Saturday they fly to London.
Makes sense.
Seems to be working.
Yeah.
They were on fire. They thrashed we thought Jacksonville was going to be pretty good, but
they are who we thought they were.
They're all the way down to 18.
They are who we thought they were, yeah.
Thank you, Dennis Green. All right, Indianapolis Colts in at number 5 with their 6-1 best record in the NFL. Number 5.
I think they deserve to be right there, but I still need to see a few more wins from some more quality.
It was tough because Tampa Bay was 1 last week. They dropped to number 4. I easily could have put Indianapolis ahead, but these are definitive. So we're going to keep Tampa Bay.
We'll keep it there.
Tampa Bay needs to get back on the winning track immediately if they're going to stay up where they are. Green Bay Packers, they won a game. It wasn't terribly impressive.
They're
4-1-1. They dropped from 2-3 because the number 2 team this week is up 2 notches. That's the Detroit Lions. They are 5-2. They're looking like they're in control again.
They are looking like they're in control again. The Lions deserve to be right there in that spot. A very impressive win on Monday night against the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Yeah. Campbell's got those guys rolling.
This division is going to be fun to watch. Right now, the Chicago Bears are up there too. They're 4-2. They're doing pretty well, but they're not in the top 10.
No,
and the number 1 team for the first time all season, but they've been here a lot, folks. Yes, you've heard this before. The Kansas City Chiefs are now number 1 in Pat's poll. They are rolling teams. They got it working on all cylinders. Their receivers are back.
They are.
They're a tough team to to size up right now. And of course, they had the acting job of the year by Patrick Mahomes with that 4th and 1 where they was making like he was doing the hard count.
Yep.
And he said some choice words, and he said it doesn't work, threw up his hands, and then he snapped the ball anyway. Fooled the Raiders, got the first down.
It's great. And if I'm not mistaken, I think the Chiefs only allowed, was it 3 first downs?
Yeah, they didn't. The Raiders couldn't do anything. They were pitiful this week.
Yeah, that was a great
and
win. And
Mahomes was relying on his acting training from his State Farm commercials. He wins the Oscar in the NFL this week. So that's Pat's poll. Kansas City's on top at number 1 with a record of 4-3. So on the flip side, we will look at the top 10 mascots in all of sports, not just pro sports, all of sports.
And we got some good ones for you. We can't wait to show you these mascots that we got.
None of them are from the NFL, believe it or not.
I know, right?
We're going off script here, folks.
Yes.
We're going to other sports for a little while.
Absolutely.
But we do love the NFL best.
Catch us on the next side of this break.
Welcome back to Two Guys Talking NFL. You know the podcast drops every Wednesday, 1 p.m. And we hope that you listen in and give us some comments on what we're talking about with the teams or what we talk about with the top 10 mascots of all time. Last week we did top 10 most cursed franchises, right?
Yes.
And so now we're going to look at some mascots and just let us know what you think of them. So you're up first. Smooth Dr. J, who's the number 5 top mascot for you?
Pro G, for me, it is Big Red from Western Kentucky University. This big red blob, everybody really, even the students don't even know what he's supposed to be.
He's a blob.
Like, he's just a blob. Like, he kind of reminds me of like a red cookie monster. That's what he kind of like looks like. But how could you not love Big Red?
He's cute.
Yes, he is.
That's all I have to say. He's cute. But if he was in a fight with my top 5, all right, my number 5 is the Seattle Kraken. Now, when you think about the Seattle Kraken mascot, he was unveiled in 2022. His name is Boy, and he's based on a troll. He is a troll. But he's the nephew of a landmark, an art sculpture in Seattle, believe it or not. And Kraken, of course, the name of the team, they're sea monsters, and they're octopus-like beasts. But he relates to Seattle's maritime culture and a strong connection to the Pacific Ocean. And the last thing I'll say, you're taking a look right here at Boy, but just think about this. If Shrek and Stitch from Lilo and Stitch had a love child, yes, you'd get Boy. Yes. There he is right there. Okay, your number 4.
My number 4, I'm going to actually a baseball team that I really don't particularly care for, but their mascot I really like, and that's the Philly Fanatic. I mean, just look at him. He's so adorable. He's this big green fluffy thing. Like, you just want to go up and just hug him and just squeeze his nose or whatever that is on his face. But the Philly Fanatic, he dances. I mean, how can you not love him?
There you go. I just wouldn't want to get bumped by his belly.
Neither would I.
That would be dangerous, yes. My number 4 is a brand new, and when I say brand new, I mean a week old. The Utah Mammoth. First of all, the Utah team now has a hockey.
Yes.
The Utah now has a hockey team. Yes. That's what I meant to say if I could speak English. And I'll do better next time. The Utah Mammoth is named Tusky. He's a light blue mammoth. As you can see, he wears number 00. He was just introduced last week on Wednesday, October 15th in Salt Lake City. And, of course, the Utah Hockey Club is what they were called last year. Now they're the Utah Mammoths, and they relocated from Arizona, where the team was the Coyotes. But the Utah Mammoth Tusky, there he is. Beautiful.
Tusky.
Yeah. Okay, who's your number 3?
My number 3, I'm a Carolina Panthers fan. So if I'm a Panthers fan, how could I not have Sir Purr as in my top 5? I mean, he's a cute little cat. I mean, he's just a precious little Panther is what he is. He's just so beautiful.
John, you like cute mascots.
I love cute. I do. I love the cute mascots.
We've said that about all of your mascots so far. There you go.
Yeah.
And do they still make the noise in Panther Stadium?
Yeah. Yes. They still do that.
Yeah,
yes. I can't do it either. But
all
Sir
right,
Purr.
Sir Purr at number 3. My number 3 is cute and tough. It's Ugga. You know Ugga. You love Ugga from the Georgia Bulldogs. You know, they've had Uggas since 1956 at the University of Georgia, and 8 of them are buried in Stanford Stadium.
Wow.
Oftentimes, Ugga is replaced with a family member.
Yeah.
In fact, the current Ugga is named, his official name is Boom, and he's Ugga 11. And he is a 2-year-old English bulldog who took over the role in April 2023, inheriting the title from his father, who was Ugga 10, called Q.
Who let the dogs out?
That's it. But they all look very similar, and they're all wonderful. A little short, stocky.
Yes.
Ugga, number 3 mascot of all time. Who do you have for us at number 2?
For number 2, if you're a WNBA fan and you love the New York Liberty, you know exactly who this is. This is Ellie the Elephant. Ellie the Elephant is a true vibe. Ellie the Elephant is a true vibe. She dances. She does all kinds of stuff. She's even gotten after the referees a few times. So Ellie the Elephant, because of your vibe, baby, you're number 2.
That must be the most fit elephant I've ever seen.
I would agree with you on that.
Tall and slim.
Yes, and the ponytail and everything.
Like a basketball player. Yeah. I like the ponytail.
Yes, I love the ponytail. Touch. Yes.
All right, Ellie the Elephant.
Ellie the Elephant.
Thanks for introducing me to Ellie.
Yes. You need to go look her up on YouTube. Trust me, you'll be entertained.
There you go.
Yes.
Number 2 mascot for Pat is, I have to go back to my alma mater here. They're having a tough season, but Chief Osceola and Renegade. You can almost hear the war chant starting right now, can't you? Since 1978. You know, there's been 6 Renegades. That's the horse, the Appaloosa horse that is ridden, and 18 different Chief Osceolas. And of course, the Seminoles have permission from the Seminole tribe of Florida. And in 2011, ESPN Sports Nation voted Osceola and Renegade the best NCAA football tradition in the country.
That's pretty cool.
Yes, Appaloosa is the brand of the horse, and it's strong connection with the Native American tribe. And it just, if you've ever been in Doak Campbell Stadium when they ride out and plant that spear, it's the most amazing thing.
Wow.
It really is. Great feeling. Number 2, who's your number 1?
Number 1, real quickly, it's the Stanford Tree. Now, Stanford does not actually have an official physical mascot. They are the Cardinal. But there's a very unique story about this tree. Just look at it. This thing looks mean, doesn't it? But they have some other trees that look much more nicer. So they have these people just dressed up in this thing. They get to design their own tree, and it's a contest that they have every year to pick who the tree is going to be.
But it's a tree.
It's a tree.
It's a tree.
It's a tree.
All right, the number 1 is the Savannah Bananas. Yes, this character is called Split, appropriately. He's a mischievous and strong banana. And do you know that if a fan catches a ball at the Savannah Bananas, it can be a third out of the inning if it's a foul ball? Do you know that they dance a lot in this? You have the flaming bat trick. You have people on stilts. The bananas are just fun, and the most impressive and the best mascot ever is Split, the Savannah Bananas mascot. Well, those are ours. What are yours? Give us some comments. We'll be back to wrap up in just a moment.
And we'll preview Week 8 games. This is Two Guys Talking NFL. And did y'all enjoy that music once again? Yes, I know you did, because we're still jamming here ourselves in the Langford Communications Center. This is our final segment of this week's edition of Two Guys Talking NFL with
Pro G here
and Smooth Dr. J.
I'm still grooving about those mascots. They were fun.
That was really fun.
All right, good. So now we're going to preview some Week 8 games. It's Week 8 in the NFL already.
It's hard to believe.
We're almost at the midpoint of the season.
It's hard to believe.
We're finding the haves and the have-nots.
Absolutely.
I think that we know where the Jets fall. Okay.
As a have none.
As in victory.
Never had any. I'm joking.
So top games of next week. Some of these games next week look on paper as if we're going to know who's going to win. New York Jets at Cincinnati. We know who's going to win, right? Tampa Bay at New Orleans. We know who's going to win, right? We think we do. We'll see next week. There will be upsets. But we're going to pick 6 games and talk about them and make some predictions here. And I'll record them. We'll see how we do next week.
All right.
So the first one we'll talk about is the Thursday night football game. Hopefully you're listening to this before this game. But it's Minnesota at the L.A. Chargers. Now, the Chargers at home have not been very good.
They have not.
The Minnesota Vikings have not been very good at home or on the road.
Nope.
So neither of these teams is blowing it up. They both have potential. How do you see this game going?
I think the Chargers right the ship, and the Chargers get the win. They beat the Vikings on Thursday night.
I'm with you on that one. I like to be contrary, and I'll pick the next one first, so you can be contrary if you'd like. But I think you're right. Minnesota, they've got huge question marks at quarterback. We don't have that in Los Angeles.
No, you don't. Not
They've
at
just
all.
got to get it together. And Jim Harbaugh's got some work to do to get that team going again. They're
got some
4-3.
Yep.
They still have those 3 victories against their divisional opponents, and that's going to come in key if there's ties later. If they can do that again, they'll win the division still.
Absolutely. But they need to get some other key wins as well.
Yeah, now they're a game behind Denver.
Yep.
All right. Chicago at Baltimore is the next game. So the Bears have won 4 in a row.
Which is shocking. Really shocking.
Yes. Shout out to Lyle Brown. He's very happy about that.
Correct.
But Baltimore they're 1-5. I don't know what to think about Baltimore.
I mean, it's just basically the injury to Lamar Jackson.
Is he back this week yet or not?
No, I don't think so. I think he's still out, and so that just they're just offensively inept is what they are.
I was going to pick this one first. I'm going to say Baltimore gets back on track after the bye week. John Harbaugh's too good a coach to let him lose again. Baltimore wins at home.
I'm going against you. I got to go with the Bears.
There you go.
I got to go with the Bears.
Disagree there. All right. I've never rooted for the Ravens before. But this time I might. I mean, when they were the Cleveland Browns, I did. But since they've moved, it's been tough for me to root for them. Okay, the next game to look at, San Francisco at Houston. Niners, they're doing what they need to do to win. Not terribly impressive, but not terrible. Houston has potential. Yes. They're not always fulfilling it. So like the game on Monday night against Seattle, They had chances to get back in that game.
Plenty of chances to get back in that game.
So San Fran at Houston, you get to pick first this time. Who are you going with this one?
I'm going with San Francisco. I don't think a lot of points are going to be scored in this game between both teams. Honestly, I just don't. I think San Francisco is going to make it ugly and muddy it up enough, and they're going to beat the Texans.
Okay, I'm going Houston, and this is totally against my heart and totally against what I want to happen, but I'm going with it because I think the NFL is so unpredictable. I got to pick an upset here and there. And Houston's at home, and
that's the truth.
They're better at home.
They're better at home.
And San Francisco, one injury, and they're back to mortal. Yeah. Okay, next one to look at. The Dallas Cowboys, been a very unpredictable team this year. Up and down. Lose to Carolina on the road, go home and thrash Washington. Yes. Dallas at Denver. So Denver had to do the miracles we've talked about to beat the Giants at home. Dallas goes into town, another NFC East team. So this one, I guess I'm picking this one first. Dallas at Denver. I don't see Dallas being able to do it. I'm going with Denver at home.
I'm actually going to go with I'm not a Cowboys fan, but I'm actually going to go with the Cowboys to win this game. Dak Prescott actually playing pretty good.
Dak is lighting it up. I've got nothing bad to say about Dak. Remember, he can't do it all. It's all about Bo Nix, too, and Sean Payton.
Correct.
If Bo Nix has a half like he did in the fourth quarter, they'll win 75-3. But, wow. I mean, they will. Yeah. So we'll see. All right, another couple of games. Washington at Kansas City on Monday Night Football. Jaden Daniels is hurt, maybe.
Yeah.
He's questionable. And Kansas City's turning it on. So I think it's your chance to pick first this time. Who would you like there, Kansas City or Washington?
I'm going with the Chiefs.
I'm going with the Chiefs, too.
Going with the Chiefs.
And the final game to pick, maybe the game of the week, Sunday Night Football. I will be waiting all day for Sunday night once again.
Yes.
Green Bay at Pittsburgh. Aaron Rodgers going back to Lambeau Field against Jordan Love and the top-rated Packers. How do you see this one go? Oh, I get to go first this time?
Yeah.
Well, I'm going Green. Oh, wait a minute. It's Green Bay at Pittsburgh. Oh, I thought it was in Lambeau Field. I wanted it to be in Lambeau Field. That's why. All right, so Green Bay at Pittsburgh. I'm still going Green Bay. Jordan Love over Aaron Rodgers. Yeah?
I am going with the Packers as well. I've got the Packers going in to Pittsburgh and getting this win.
So we agree on that one.
Yes.
We agreed on Kansas City over Washington. We disagreed on Dallas and Denver. We disagreed on San Fran and Houston. We disagreed on 3. Okay, good. And we're together on 3.
Yes.
So we'll see how those go.
Absolutely.
Wow. What a week. What a football season so far. Fun stuff happening in the NFL.
Very, very, very exciting. I think this season so far has actually exceeded expectations.
It is. They aren't as fun as the mascots, though. The Utah Mammoth.
Not at all.
Ellie the elephant.
Not at all. The Stanford tree.
Thanks, everybody, for listening. Remember, you can find us on Instagram and Facebook at 2 Guys Talking NFL. And leave us some comments. You can find us on YouTube, just with our name, 2 Guys Talking NFL, or Flow Sport. Thanks to our engineer, Zach, and our director, Marshall. Till then, everyone, keep watching football.
See you next week.
Keep smiling. It's good for you.